Alright, an unusual time for a video. It's early in the morning, it's about 1:30 in the morning, and I went out for another cigarette and I saw the usual yellow slash orange glow. If I sort of look east up my road, that would be towards the direction of Boscombe and beyond, because Boscombe's only about a mile and a half away from where I am in town. And so I thought, rather than stay around my house and keep taking photos from a distance, I'll take a walk to St Paul's Roundabout, where I've got a bit of a wider angle view of that eastern area that I've been photographing from the front of my house. So if you hear a couple of screams or whatever in the background, it's probably students having a party. There are a lot of student digs around here, and it is that time of night. But let's have a look. I don't know if you can see that emerging behind that building there. Right, so beneath the glow, it's dark, like above it here in the sky. Like I said, I've not seen this before. I'm just going here for the first time now to have a look a bit closer. I don't know if that comes over in the video very well. I've got to say, there's a bit of an eerie feel around it as well. I feel a little bit sort of, because it's just so unusual, it's so strange, and I don't know, I suppose you can imagine yourself that sort of vibe, I guess, as well. But look at that there. Now in the screen itself, it's a little bit more yellow. It's not as a deep an orange as I can see it live. But as you can see, it's clearly a light that's kind of hanging, floating, levitating, whatever you want to call it. And when I say that, those sorts of things, buzzwords, I'm not insinuating here that there's strange craft in the sky or anything like that. That is absolutely not my angle. You know, but I will say this: there's been a lot of spraying going on over the last few days, you know, and we've witnessed a lot of what we like to call chemtrails, or, you know, under the whole overarching title of geoengineering. And who knows what they put in the sky that then maybe gives off certain colours at certain temperatures, or at certain, you know, under certain conditions. It's hard to say. But that there for me is quite mind-blowing. I've never ever seen anything like that before in my life. If you look to the right there, so to the left here, you've got a major supermarket, and then where you have that whole hue hanging in the air there, to the right it actually goes into sort of peach, dark peach, and very, very dark sort of purple colours, and then into the black of night, if you like, over here. The reason why I'm describing it for you is because the colours don't come over one to one. I'm looking at the screen, and I'm also looking at the sky right above it, obviously, and it's slightly lighter on the screen that you'll be seeing on the video. But I just find that really fascinating, and to be honest with you, it doesn't seem to bother anybody. You know, there are cars driving around. Of course, it's late. It's, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning. I get it. But even so, there are still a few people about. There are cars driving around, and there's some taxis taking some night stragglers home and all that sort of thing. But nobody's like saying, stop your car a minute, I want to take a quick photo of that. Because that is very unusual. I've not, like I said, I've not seen it. I'm not suggesting it's anything sinister or anything like that. The reason why I'm posting it is because it's something I'd like to know the cause of, quite simply. If anybody has an idea, do let me know. I don't know why this guy's walking right towards me, because he shouldn't be, unless he thinks I'm filming him. Across the street. All right. What's that over there, mate?
I don't know. It's been like that for a couple of days.
It's been like that for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Does anybody have an idea what it might be? Don't know. It is weird. I've never seen that before. All right, man. There you go. It's been like that for a couple of days. Yeah, right, he is, because the first time I noticed that, I took a photo and posted it on Facebook, and it was more orange than this. It was a deeper colour. So he's noticed. Well, obviously I don't want to be prejudgmental here, and I was a little bit there thinking he was going to come over and engage with me. Obviously I'm holding the camera in his direction. He's over the other side of the road there. Sometimes at night you have a few people hanging out here, having drinks or whatever they get up to, and I guess the last thing they want is someone pointing the camera in their direction. But no, he was just crossing the road, and as you may or may not have heard, you probably didn't hear because there was traffic in that moment, but he said it's been like that for the last couple of days, and he's never seen this before either. And that's coming from a street guy who well, I mean, maybe they get to a point in their lives at some point where they don't really notice what's going on above them or whatever. If you're busy getting by every day, I kind of get that. But I felt this was worth filming and capturing on film, because it is exceedingly unusual. It's literally hanging in the sky, you know what I mean? It's not light that's generated on the ground and then beamed into the air or anything like that. Normally you see sort of glows over cities from a distance, don't you? If there's big cities approaching on the horizon or whatever, and you see like a very light yellowy, sort of cozy yellow kind of glow over the city in the distance or whatever. Yeah, you could get that if you're driving through the country and see a distance approaching, a city approaching the distance. But this is a totally different phenomenon that I'm seeing here. There's no city in that direction that I'm pointing the camera at. The next town along there is Christchurch, which is smaller than Bournemouth. Bournemouth isn't a city, you know. It's not city size. It doesn't even qualify as a city in UK terms, because for you to qualify as a city you have to have a cathedral. Yeah, so I have no idea what's generating that, but clearly something is. And like I said, they have been doing a lot of spraying over the last few days, but what that is and how it all, you know, what the cause of this could possibly be, like I say, for fear of repeating myself, I have no idea. But there you go. I had to take a look for myself and get a bit closer, because it was kind of making me wonder from my angle. I couldn't see the lower part of it like I can now. I could only see the tops above the houses, the photos I took. But isn't that amazing? Quite incredible. And you know, I even looked, the first time I saw it a couple of nights ago, I actually went online very quickly and looked to see if there was any fire somewhere or something like that, because it had me worried. You know, I thought, I've never seen those colours there before, you know, and up there for that long. And like I said, and you know, the first time I photographed it, it was there, then it was gone for a couple of hours, and then it was back again. And yeah, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. You know, and like I say, I'm not making any insinuations or suggestions as to what it could be or hinting towards anything. It's just literally a question of, well, look at this, and isn't it unusual? Well, there you go. On that curious note, I shall leave it there. Thank you for tuning in and having a look at my video. If you do see this, do share it on, and if you can, and ask around to see if people know what this could be. Like I said, you know, it's not coming from the ground, that light. That's hanging in the air. Okie dokie. Alright then. Until then, take it all easy, and ta-ta for now.